Hey folks, Josh Brennan here with Enlightening Humor. It's been a while. There's been some big shakeups going on around here. You can see I got some new digs. I've gotten actually 2 new sets of digs in about 2 months. Interesting stuff. But yeah, just it's been a real long time since I've done a video, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a video. Something really piqued my interest this past weekend. For those of you who keep up to date with beer news, it was April Fool's Day, which means KBS comes out from Founders. I found a new beer store, which I really enjoy. However, this story revolves around that beer store. So, this is a cautionary tale. Friday I visited my new beer store. I asked them, I said, you guys going to have KBS tomorrow? They said, yes. I said, is there a limit on 4-packs? They said, no. I said, are you certain? They said, yes, I just told you that, you idiot. I was crushed. The slings and arrows I suffer sometimes are just out of this world. But, yeah, so, like, all right, fine, I said, so what time should I be here tomorrow morning? Because they open at 11 on Saturdays. They said, just anytime. It'll be okay. We're not going to run out. We have 25 cases. You got 25 cases of KBS? Yeah, we got 25 cases of KBS. All right, then. See you tomorrow morning. Fast forward to the next day. They open at 11. I'm there at 11:15. I just shot right over from the gym to the beer store. Odd, yes. But, yeah, so 11:15 I go in and I peruse the store, give it a little once over. I don't see any KBS. So I ask the only person working there. I said, hey, KBS. He said, sorry, we sold out. In 15 minutes? Yeah. So they sold 25 cases of KBS in 15 minutes. I said, was there a line? He said, no, not really, just a couple people just came in and, bought a whole bunch of cases at once. Oh. So then I sauntered over to the counter. He was behind the counter, and I got him trapped in my laser beam, like my tractor beam stare. He knew I wanted to talk with him, and so I moseyed on over. I said, so, what you're saying is you sold out in 15 minutes. He's like, yeah. I'm like, didn't we have this exact conversation about this exact situation yesterday? Very sheepishly, he said, yeah. Yeah, just check. Just to be clear, that's all. I just wanted to check. Well, so, now, so what you need to tell me is that you're going to go ahead and prize the dollar over your customer. You will submit to the value of the dollar. You're not going to put any limits on things because that bones everybody else. However, it's just at that store that this happened. I don't know about other locations, but as usual, I just shot over to Consumers, and they had KBS because they put a limit on it. Because that's what's right. That's what's ethical to do. If you have all the vaccines in the world, someone's going to buy them. Like if you have them for sale and someone's going to buy them, they will buy them. It'll probably be a terrible, terrible person. But yeah, so that got me to thinking. Now, this person whom I spoke with, I don't know if they're the proprietor of the establishment or if, they probably have a boss too, Everybody's got a boss. But whoever that person is, I seriously call into question their ethics and their beliefs. Yeah, really? Now, I'm not going to stop frequenting that store. However, I will say that it definitely showed me something. That is a character trait. That should be a huge red flag of what you value. You value the dollar over ethics. Consumers, their brand, they're run by, this family. And they're like, no, we're going to do this. That is it. To this day, Consumers still has KBS. My local Lockport one, they still have 3 cases. Speaking of Consumers, they one of my buddies over there, Nick Rouse, he texted me yesterday. He said, "Hey Josh, we got some XPA over here with your name on it." I said, "Oh, so today after school, went over, picked up some XPA. This is a batch 10. They released 2 batches at the same time, I believe 2 weeks ago. 10 was juicy. 11 was much more resiny and dank. So depending on what you like, take your pick. But this is batch 10, and it's really good. You see, it's got, it's hazy, it's unfiltered. It's delicious. I'll pour that one here soon. But yeah, ethics. Where are they at? Don't see them. Happy birthday to my buddy Kenny. He just turned 30? 31? No, tack another year on there. But yeah, so lots of things have changed. I've changed residencies twice. Very interesting, to say the least. Yeah, that happened. Got this green apartment. It's blue over there. Green right here. Actually brown. Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood. Neighbors are really nice. My downstairs neighbor's pretty nice. So that's good. But, yeah, school's kind of tough. That's about it, but, gotta do what's right. All the time. So, I mean, that's pretty hard. I actually had a conversation with my landlord about that. He came over one day last month to snowplow the driveway and dig us out. And I was out there talking to him, and one of Confucius's teachings, one of the things that my mentor told me, he said, Confucius was once asked, is it hard to be a good man? And Confucius says, I have to be a good man every second, every day, every month of every year for the rest of my life. Isn't that hard enough? When I relayed this story to my landlord, he stopped shoveling, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want that job." No, I said, nobody wants that job. It's not a job, it's just a way of life. That's why, compassion and mindfulness and kindness are so important to so many people, yet it's really odd how little people, like how little thought they put into it. I know a lot of people who hide behind things, titles of authority, ideals, books, religion. You don't have to do anything like that. I'm not religious by any means. And I mean, I'm just a good person. Well, I strive to be a good person. And that's, I believe that's the best way to live. You don't have to. A lot of people don't. They choose not to. But I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's your life, right? I'm not your boss. I'm nobody's boss. However, I do have people who think they are mine. Nah. That's neither here nor there. But yeah. I mean, plus, I'm not going to church on Sunday. It really lets me sleep in. I know some people are like, well, you can go to Mass later. Don't want to deal with that whole thing. But yep, ethics. Very interesting stuff. Say what you mean what you say. Things like that. Things like that are simple. Sometimes it's hard, though. It really is. Oof. Easy drinking, too. I think it's just 6.5%. Yeah, it's just 6.5%. So, it's not sessionable, but it goes down smooth. Be careful. Well, but yeah, that really upset me. And then when I went to Consumers today, I told that story. And I even told the part, when I got him stuck in my tractor beam, locked him in. He knew I wanted to talk to him. He knew I wanted to voice my displeasure. And I had predicted this would happen. The selling out of the KBS. And, yeah, he was pretty disappointed about that. I was talking to Ben at Consumers. He's like, really, wow, it's like, wow. I'm like, yeah, you see what happens when you let people just run wild? Ethics, gone. Principles, gone. Oh, sorry, I can't find them. They're gone. But yeah. So it's just a quick little video, I guess. Nothing too crazy. What's going on out there? Crazy world we live in, huh? Right? Exciting times. However, I'd rather much read about it like 10 years from now, as opposed to living through it, because it is quite scary and uncertain times. Like, as far as the government's concerned, and people are getting gassed in Syria. Wow, crazy world. I was talking to one of the professors today at school, and he was saying he's an older guy, as most professors are, the majority of them. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Really juicy. Not overly so, but it's not overly sweet either. It's got a bitterness on the finish. Biscuity? We'll go with biscuity. But he was recalling, he was born in, I don't know. He's old. Anyways, he was saying about how the drinking age was 18, and when he first started teaching at the college, there was a bar on campus. It wasn't too bad. He said the 70s, they were a lot simpler of times. And my father himself, he has told me, all the times before these current ones were a lot simpler. And it's true. I mean, why times were so simple? We didn't have cars or fire. Think about that. That's actually pretty terrible. Ugh. Does make me want a brontosaurus burger, though. And we're having tacos tonight, though. Taco Wednesday. Not the same. Hey, Kenny, look. Little balloon. Boo. Right there. Did you guys know when Rick and Morty came out? Season premiere, they just shot out of nowhere. Just showed up. So I've been telling everybody that likes Rick and Morty. It's pretty funny. The other day at school, I was talking with one of my friends, Eric, and he gets pretty excited about Rick and Morty, as does any fan of the show. One of our acquaintances. It's a Steve. Steve. It's always a Steve. He's like, hey, did you guys hear about Trailer Park Boys? Eric responded with, please, hold me back. Restrain me. I need to see that. He did not like that. Yeah, if you like Trailer Park Boys, hey, you like Trailer Park Boys. What am I to say? But yeah, Rick and Morty. Great stuff. Rick breaks out of prison, tells you how he did it, kills everybody along the way, and it's fantastic. And oddly enough, this season premiere of the third season ended just like the first episode in season 1. Pretty good. Well, folks, that's about it. You figure I'd have a lot more to say after, 2 months of being gone. 2 months? It's April. 4. 4 months of being gone. Wow. Yeah. Well, tumultuous times. All right, though. He wants to hear all that. If you know me, you know what happened. Things happened. Dark things happened. You know what else? I really got to know who people were. Pardon me. Yep. It's really weird how you feel when you know people. When they truly reveal themselves to you. I'm pretty easy to figure out. People, though. Some people are like onions. They have many layers. Sometimes they smell. Sometimes they make other people cry. Those are not good people. I'm pretty simple. Simple guy. Be nice, be kind, treat others. Treat others well. Beat a traffic ticket last night. Parking ticket. That felt pretty good. Alright, just rambling on. Great song by Zeppelin. Soon school's gonna be over. Can't wait to get back to work. School, such BS. You know the worst part is that I know that it's BS. I was in the Navy for 7 years, and I was a aviation structural mechanic, hydraulics, flight controls, painting, all sorts of stuff. Never once did I use trigonometry, or calculus, or geometry, or anything like that. I was a government contractor for 3 years after that. Nope, never needed it. And they said I would need all that crap they taught me in school. Basic math. That's it. I'm a mechanical and engineering technology student. Only thing I could see myself using is possibly trig. But that's like a slim possibility. Say I gotta know it. You just really gotta beat the system. Did you know that in Europe you can get a bachelor's degree in 3 years? Because they don't make you take gym. Who needs gym? You need gym at college? Are you kidding me? Go. And they offer bowling as a class. Yeah. Archery when the weather's nice. Bowling in the winter, archery in the spring. Get out of here. You need a gym class? No, it's just more money. It's just more money that they get from you. Like, there's just another way to suck more money out of you. I'm going to school on the GI Bill, so. Anyways, take care, folks. Cheers. We'll do it again sometime.